Hi everyone, welcome to Black Pearls, Distinguished Women of Color, where we celebrate the achievements and stories of inspiring Black women from all over the world. Today we're going to talk about Djamila Bouhired, a brave Algerian woman who fought against the French colonial rule of Algeria in the 1950s and 1960s. She is also known as the Arab Joan of Arc for her courage and resistance. Djamila Bouhired was born in 1935 or 1937 in Algiers, the capital of Algeria, which was then a French colony. She came from a middle-class Muslim family and attended a French school, where she was taught to identify herself as French rather than Algerian. She did not learn Arabic until later in her life. However, Bouhired soon became aware of the injustice and oppression that the Algerian people faced under the French rule. She witnessed the massacre of thousands of Algerians by the French troops in 1945, when they celebrated the end of World War II and demanded independence. She also saw the poverty and illiteracy that most Algerians suffered from, while the French settlers enjoyed privileges and wealth. Bouhired decided to join the struggle for freedom and justice for her people. She became a member of the National Liberation Front, FLN, a political and military organization that aimed to end the French occupation and establish an independent Algerian state. She worked as a liaison officer and personal assistant for Sadi Yakef, one of the FLN leaders in Algiers. She also participated in several acts of sabotage and violence against the French targets, such as planting bombs in cafes, cinemas, and offices. One of her most famous actions was the bombing of the Air France office on Rue Mauritania in Algiers on September 30, 1956. The bomb failed to explode due to a faulty timer, but it was part of a coordinated series of attacks that killed 11 civilians and wounded more than 100. These attacks were meant to draw international attention to the Algerian cause and to provoke a harsh response from the French authorities. Bouhired was arrested by the French in April 1957 after a large planned demonstration in the Kasbah, the old city of Algiers. She was tortured for 17 days by the French interrogators, who tried to extract information from her about the FLN network and plans. She did not reveal anything, even though she suffered from electric shocks, waterboarding, burning, beating, and sexual abuse. She reportedly repeated, "Algeria is our mother," while being tortured. Bouhired was put on trial in July 1957, along with another young FLN woman named Djamila Bouhired. They were both accused of terrorism and murder for their involvement in the bombings. They faced the death penalty if convicted. Their trial attracted international attention and sympathy, especially from anti-colonialist movements and human rights activists. Bouhired was defended by Jacques Verge, a French lawyer who was sympathetic to the Algerian cause. He used the trial as an opportunity to expose the crimes and atrocities committed by the French army and administration in Algeria. He also argued that Bouhired was not a criminal, but a freedom fighter who acted in self-defense against an illegal occupation. He challenged the legitimacy and morality of the French colonial system and its laws. Bouhired was sentenced to death by guillotine on September 15, 1957. However, her sentence was never carried out due to public pressure and diplomatic interventions. She was pardoned by President Charles de Gaulle in 1962 after Algeria gained its independence following a bloody war that lasted 8 years and claimed more than 1 million lives. Bouhired married Verges in 1965-12 after he converted to Islam. They had 2 children together, Miriam, born in 1967, and Lise, born in 1969. They also adopted another daughter named Nadia. Bouhired continued to be involved in politics and social issues after her release. She supported various causes such as Palestinian rights, anti-imperialism, anti-racism, and feminism. She also wrote a book about her life and experiences titled Djamila Bouhired, My Story in 1961. She is regarded as a national hero and a symbol of resistance in Algeria and the Arab world. Djamila Bouhired is an amazing woman who risked her life and endured unimaginable pain for the sake of her people and their freedom. She is a role model for many young girls and women who aspire to fight for their rights and dignity. She is truly a black pearl who deserves our admiration and appreciation. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to comment below and let us know what you think of Djamila Bouhired and her achievements. See you next time on Black Pearls, Distinguished Women of Color. Bye for now.